Alright, this is Ubaid on behalf of V Electronics, and in this video we're going to be talking about compound interest. Okay, now compound interest, as the name suggests, has to do with compounding your principal. Alright, so if we were to use a formula, if you were to put this down on a paper, okay, this will be written as, okay, your principal, whatever your principal might be, whatever you deposit, times this by, okay, your interest, okay, your principal plus interest in percentage raised to n. N will be number of years, okay? So say, for example, you deposit $1,000. Okay, this principal is $1,000 times this by, okay, in terms of principal in percentage, you're talking about 100%. And your interest rate, let's assume this interest rate is 10%. So over here you will write 1.10. Okay, that's 110% divided by 100. Okay, this will be 1.10. 1.10 raised to n. And let's say you plan to withdraw this money from your account in 10 years. All right, so now we can do the calculation starting with BEDMAS, which has to do with exponents. So 1.10 raised to 10, we'll use our scientific calculator over here. So 1.10 raised to 10. Okay, this comes around 2.5937. Up to 2 sig figs will be 2.59. So we'll type in 1,000 times 2.59. All right, and this will get you your solution. So 1,000 times 2.59. Okay, this is roughly $2,594. Okay, so this will be $2,594. All right, so when you deposit $1,000 in an account that compounds your principal, okay, where your principal gets compounded, okay, let's say every year for up to 10 years, okay, then you will have $2,594. Okay, now your principal may be compounded monthly as well. Okay, we don't know. Okay, if it does get compounded monthly, you will simply multiply this exponent by 12. All right, so if you write this over here, this will be 1,000 times this by 1.10 raised to, okay, 10 years times 12. Okay, each year has 12 months. So this will be 120. All right, now what we're going to do is you're going to use the calculator to figure out the solution. Okay, so 1.10 raised to 120 is this figure over here, $92,709. Times this by, let's say you deposit $1,000. Okay, so this comes around, okay, this comes around $92,709,068. Okay, so this is $709,709,068. So $709,068. Okay, this is if the interest is compounded every month for up to, let's say, 10 years. All right. Now, you can also go the other way around and try to figure out your principal. Okay, so let's say you know that your withdrawal amount will be $92,709,068. So I'll write this down over here. This is $92,709,000, okay, and $68. All right, so Now what you want to do is figure out your present value. Okay, so we know that this was compounded. Okay, and the total number of years, okay, or the total term for this compounding period is 120. And we know the interest with the principal will be 1.10. So we know that x times 1.10 all raised to 120 will give me this figure over here, which is 92,709,068. So to figure out x, I simply rearrange the equation. So this becomes 92,709,68 divide by, this will be 1.10 all raised to 120. Okay, so we can do the math over here. So this will be 92,709,068 divided by 1.10. Okay, all raised to 120. Okay, this is $1,000. So if you go back, okay, this is what we started off with. Our principal was $1,000. Okay, we got $92,709,068 at the end of 10 years if the principal was compounded every month. And we rearranged the equation to figure out the principal. Okay, and the principal that we started off with was $1,000. So our principal will be $1,000. All right. So this is basically how this calculation works. On behalf of V Electronics, this is Ubaid. Have yourself a great day.